Welcome everyone. In today's video, who is Ruby Bridges? This is a story I learned just this week when Kamala Harris became the first female vice president of the United States. In the media, they kind of connected the two stories, and this is how I learned of Ruby Bridges. This great little girl that you see on the screen made history many years ago, and this is the first time I am learning about this story, so I decided to share it with you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and see what she did. All right, it says 60 years ago, Ruby Bridges walked to school escorted by 4 federal marshals as a white mob hurled insults at her. And here is the photo, everyone. This is the photo. It says U.S. deputy marshals escorted 6-year-old Ruby Bridges from William Frantz Elementary School in New Orleans in this photo in 1960. All right, she made history in 1960. All right, it says Bridges, just 6 years old, on November 14, 1960, was set to begin first grade at William Frantz Elementary School in New Orleans as the first black student to attend the school. It says Bridges carried integration on her small shoulders. All right, her first day at William Frantz came 4 years after black parents in New Orleans filed a lawsuit against the Orleans Parish School Board for not desegregating the school system in the wake of the Brown versus Board of Education decision, which determined in 1954 that state laws establishing segregation in public schools was unconstitutional. The year Bridges walked into the school, Judy J. Skelly Wright had ordered the desegregation of New Orleans public schools. The Orleans Parish School Board, however, had convinced the judge to require black students to apply for transfer to all white schools, thus limiting desegregation according to the Equal Justice Initiative. All right. So this little girl was one of the first black students to attend an all-white school at 6 years old. Can you believe that? At 6 years old, she was one of the first black students to integrate into a white school. Can you imagine the pressure? She was escorted by marshals to the school with people yelling insults at her as she walked into the school. Oh my goodness. This little girl, the bravery of this little girl, the bravery of her parents, this story needs to be known. This is my first time learning of this historic moment, and I decided that everyone needs to know about this story. All right, it says that year only 5 of the 137 black first graders who applied to transfer were accepted, and only 4 agreed to attend, according to E.J.I. Bridges was among them. All right, so out of 137 first graders who applied to be transferred to the all-white schools, only 4 of them agreed, them and their parents. And this little girl right here and her parents were one of the brave ones that decided to follow through to make history. All right, it says being 6 years old, this is the Ruby Bridges statement. For me, being 6 years old, I wasn't aware of what was going on. All right, Bridges, now 66, told NPR in 2010. She said, I mean, the only thing that I was ever told by my parents that I was going to attend a new school and that I should behave. So the only thing her parents told her that she was going to a new school and that she should be a good girl. And she put on her dress, look at her in this picture, and she went there bravely to school with people yelling not so nice things at her. What a wonderful moment in history.